are all looking for their first career wins. The loading process is well underway, so let's hand over to Derek Thompson, who's calling him home at Musselburgh. Afternoon, Derek.
Hi, all. Yep, and it's a nice day here. Beautiful day. It came out sunny about an hour ago. It's good to firm. Harriet Graham reports the ground absolutely perfect. And this race over the straight 5 furlongs. Be very interesting to see what happens here. Won't be too long here in the 32 red. Selling stakes, stand by. This race over the flying 5 furlongs. 6 runners. And the one jockey change, Straight Gin, ridden by Barry McHugh, who's going to be the last of the 6. A bit mulish to go down. Wasn't too keen, but will come back, I would think, an awful lot quicker. Stand by. We're ready to race in the first. They're off. They're racing in the first race of the day. Pretty good level break on the outside. Bountiful Forest broke well in the green and yellow. The favourite Robbie Nell. On the right, Straight Gin gets the rails. And the one who's just struggling a little bit early on is Bifocal, a little bit outpaced. At the end of the first furlong, Robbie Nell now has the rails in the white cap. Bountiful Forest is second. In the blue and white Scotland cross belts, Kanos Ghirl runs third. Then against the rails, keeping this company is Straight Gin. Behind Straight Gin, Bifocal has still got a bit of ground to make up, but now begins to move. Then comes Secret Applause at the halfway stage, 2.5 left to run. In the 32 red, Selling Stakes. On the right, in the green and yellow, Robbie Nell. In the white cap, that's Bountiful Forest. In the cross belts, here comes Kanos Ghirl. Secret Applause now is switched in the sheepskin noseband and begins to move on the outside. A furlong left to run. 4 horses virtually in line. In the white cap, Bountiful Forest. In the cross belts, Kanos Ghirl. On the outside, Secret Applause. Staying on from a long way back is Bifocal, who's finishing well. Here they come up the last half furlong. Kanos Ghirl. Stand side, white cap, Bountiful Forest. Secret Applause comes late. Secret Applause. Close! Secret Applause might have got him in a photo with Kanos Ghirl. Right there as well was Bifocal. 3-way photo. That's one for the judge.
It's really, really tight, that, with Kanos Ghirl and Secret Applause. Near side, Kanos Ghirl, number 7. And in the centre of the 3 is Secret Applause, number 5. My first impression was that Kanos Ghirl may have just hung on, but it's a deceptive angle there at Musselburgh, and we'll await confirmation from the judge. Bifocal got the hang of things late on after being outpaced early and ran a decent enough race to finish third on his debut. Bountiful Forest, she's run with credit in fourth.
Photo finish for first place. First, number 7, Kanos Ghirl. Second, number 5. Third, number 1.
It's been confirmed. Kanos Ghirl has won and beaten Secret Applause. Third was Bifocal. We'll give you SPs and a full review shortly, but for now we've got to get over and rejoin Stuart at Goodwood. After I've given you the details for the first race, of course, Goodwood Racehorse Owners Group Maiden Stakes is coming up, and they go without number 5, Jakey, 9 line up. Martian is the 13-8 favourite. Wizara is at 5-2. Are You Mine 6s. Diamond Mine 8-1. Nickels and Dimes 10-1. Advisory 16-1 from 20-1. 20-1 about Angus Glen. 66-1 about Bold Citizen and Mago's Joy, 100-1. Very best of luck to David Dennis here. He's saddling his first runner as a trainer, former National Hunt jockey. He's the trainer with regards to Angus Glen's, 20-1. Favourite though, Stuart, is Martian at 6-4. So without further ado, let's rejoin Stuart at Goodwood.
Thanks, Ollie. Yes, welcome back to Goodwood. Steve Mellish is with me to provide the expert analysis this afternoon. Steve, perhaps we can start off by talking about the favourite Martian, who's been steadily backed through the course of the morning, is pretty solid now at the head of the market at 6-4. He's a choicely bred individual, and it's not entirely surprising to see him so well back, because there was a lot to like about his debut effort at Doncaster.
Absolutely. I mean, it's I think you can argue it's short enough, but it's hard not to be, you know, taken with his debut. He got briefly sort of tapped for speed halfway up the straight before keeping on again in sort of a steadily run race over 10.5 furlongs. The form as it stands puts him right in the mix with the likes of Wizara, Are You Mine and Nickels of Dimes. You know, they've got similar standard of form, but he's done it on his first run, and you think he's open to improvement. He's been well back, as I say. He's, I think he's short enough, but it would be hard not to argue he should be at the head of the market.
You mentioned briefly Wizara. Perhaps we can talk about her in more detail. Now, she too has just had the one run, and there was some promise in that Newbury Maiden. She got a little bit tired in the latter stages, perhaps just in need of the run, though that isn't always the case for the Godolphin debutant.
Yes, I quite like the run. It was very much the second or third string. You can see the royal blue in front, and the winner of Luki Kimani being a horse who's shown good form in maidens and was threatening to win one of these. I thought she ran pretty well. She did. In the last 100 yards, she probably runs out of puff, but it was a perfectly good fourth. Again, in terms of form.